What's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 2 of today's video, or what was going to be a single video. Be sure to take a look at the part 1, which was what I don't like about Windows 11 so far. So let's jump in. What I love about it, or what I like about it rather. What I like about Windows 11 so far is the centered start menu option. I love this idea because the biggest video on this channel so far as of July 28th of me recording this is Taskbar X. And the whole point of why I loved it, and you guys seem to love the app too, is because you could center your start menu, your start button. You could center all your stuff. I love it. And you could do that here. Now it's just default. You can center your start thing. I think Taskbar X, you had to do some like pixel tweaking in order to shift your start button over. It shifted over your icons, but not your start button. But Windows 11 by default, you can choose to just center your start menu. This is the most beautiful decision I've ever seen. People are going towards bigger and bigger displays, higher resolution displays. Instead of having to turn your whole head like I have to sometimes, it's just centered. It's perfect. Recommended area on the start menu. I know a lot of you want to get rid of it and things like that. Personally, for me, I'm trying to think about like my mom. You know, my mom is in her 60s, like her early 60s, and one of the big things she always comes to me about, and I'm sure you guys get this a lot if you're the techie in your household, is where did my file go when I installed it or when I downloaded it and things like that. I don't know where I downloaded it to. They just hit download on the internet and it just downloads, and then they ask you where they downloaded it to. So one of the things I like about Windows 11 is sometimes, at least, I don't know, this doesn't work all the time, when you download something, a file, let's say a zip file, and you click your start button, under that recommended area, you get exactly what you just downloaded. You just click it and it opens up just like that. I love that because that question of where did I download my stuff, I get it. I was working in IT and when I was in college, and I got that a lot from professors. They don't know where they downloaded something. Where's my file? I love that feature. I love it, and I know a lot of people hate it, but unfortunately we are the 1%. The rest of the normal people out there, they don't know where they download their stuff. They throw it all on the desktop, or they just click wherever says okay and then it's done, and then they ask questions later. The next thing is the design style, and I'm going to break this down into a few points. The design style, I like the rounded corners. I know a lot of you are kind of iffy with the rounded corners. Some people hate it, some people love it. Some people think back with Apple of how they have rounded corners. They've had it for a while. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak's philosophy behind rounded corners and all that stuff. But going away from all that, I actually like the rounded corners. I don't really notice it too much, but when I do notice it, it looks pleasant. I'm even using the light theme, and that's something I normally never do. I just like the rounded corners design. The bigger touch points. Now, I don't have a touch screen, but I've been playing around with touch screens and using and VMing into my Windows 11 machine in front of me that I'm recording this off of, and the touch points are pretty solid. Things are bigger, obviously, like the action center and things. Everywhere you need to touch and get to things on Windows, the general surface level stuff, their touch points are solid. The File Explorer, their touch points are good. You can find things easier. I think Word is also, or Microsoft Office is also updating their touch points and their design. I've done videos on all of that stuff. I love the touch points. More non-technical user friendliness is another point that I love with Windows 11 so far. And by that, I just mean overall. Like when I talked about the recommended area on the start menu, that is a non-technical user-friendly feature, because us technical people, we probably know where we installed and downloaded all this stuff, but non-techie people who they only upgrade their machine when they go to Best Buy, and they go to Best Buy and ask about the latest this and that, and I've seen that a lot. I've worked in IT. I've seen that before. People, not everybody's like us. People watching this channel, you are probably that's super techie. People that don't watch this channel, they are the non-techie people, and they see the latest iPhone comes out and they just say, I want the latest one. They don't know the name of the latest iPhone. They might know it once because the Apple announces it, but that's it. I just like the non-techie user or non-technical user friendliness of the OS as a whole. Everything is able to introduce you to things Now I'm going to jump past the store for a second and just relate this next one with the non-technical user friendliness of the OS, and that is the use of iconography across the OS. Now, a lot of the updated context menus on Windows 11 have icons on them. Like, they have icons labeling just about everything on Windows 11. Basically, when you right click your background on your desktop on Windows 11, and you get icons for just about everything. You go in your file explorer and you right click, you get icons and bigger touch points to just see what icons relate, and it helps you familiarize, because when some of the app reviews that I'll look at in the future for Windows 11 and possibly even Android, a lot of them use the same icons, and as you see those icons more and more, you'll become familiar with it, and you will ask less questions about what this icon is because it's everywhere across the OS. I like that Microsoft step up and continue doing that. I know it's tough designing icons. I have done it before. It's tough, but it's all part of helping the user become more familiar with your OS. Just do that. And then one of the last things that I love overall with Windows 11 is the new store. There's not much to say about it, even though the one thing I can say about it is it's good-ish so far. It's pretty good. It looks nice. Definitely the animations, the swoop animations, they all look nice. Once again, I've looked at the new store in a separate video, and it is quite solid. The new store looks good, and it's a nice presentation. And I also like how Microsoft is accepting other stores in their new store. So that, like, Amazon is going to have their app store in there. I kind of wish it was Google Play, but Microsoft and Google have never played well together, so I doubt that will ever happen. We're getting Adobe Creative Cloud in the store, which is essentially their own store in a store, which is kind of strange. We're getting that. Win32 apps are coming in, web apps are coming in. In fact, they're already there. I like that. I like having one place where just about everything, hopefully, is secure and people can discover, because as things are more accessible to everybody, not just technical people, because why I say technical is us technical people will just find the developer's website, like Serif that makes Affinity Photo Publisher and Designer. We'll go there, create an account on their page, and then download their application. But they have it in the store, and so you can just download it, and it's there. It's advertised. You can just see it, buy it there, and it's updated and managed in the store. You can pretty much almost guarantee, and that's for every platform, you can almost guarantee that everything in the store is going to be secure enough for the average person to deal with. So I like the new store. And so my overall thoughts for the beta so far is that the beta is solid. I haven't had any crazy screens of death that I've seen on Twitter. Like, I think they said there's a black screen of death now. I've never had that. The computer has never shut down on me so far. And I've had it for a month, so it's not long, but nothing crazy has happened. For it to be a preview release, nothing crazy has happened to me, and I'm very surprised about that. I'm playing games. I don't know the difference in the speed, but I'm playing games with a GTX 1080 and a Ryzen 5800X. Things are crisp and solid. Drivers come through crisp and solid because I just tweaked my computer, so I had to reinstall Windows 11 on there, and everything just is coming together perfectly. And with everything coming together perfectly, it brings me to the final point. The updates are extremely fast. When they tell you the time when you're about to restart, like this will take 5 minutes to install, they mean this will take exactly 5 minutes, and it's very fast. I love it. Obviously this will change over time as big features come in, but yeah, Windows 11 so far, a month later, is July 28th. It came out on June 28th, 2021. Windows 11, thumbs up right there. I gotta say, Windows 11 is done pretty well. I'm excited for what comes in the fall. I'm excited to see the new features that they will introduce into it. I'm excited. One of the big things I'm excited for is to see how Android integration works on this, because I think this will be my foray into doing Android app reviews as well. Even though I can tell you one thing before I go, the Amazon App Store is pretty horrible. Like, they don't have many things in there. I don't even think they have Snapchat in there, which is one of the big things. I know you wouldn't use Snapchat on your computer, but they don't have many things in the Amazon App Store. I believe they have YouTube, but that's about it. So hey, well, maybe we'll have a, if they do have YouTube, we'll have a native YouTube app finally. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think about Windows 11 so far. What are you excited for the most? What features are you hoping for? Just, you know, complain in the comment section below, because I know the internet loves to complain about things. Just complain. I will just read them. Even if I don't respond, I might just heart it. Just complain. I'm excited to see what comes up in the future, so stay tuned for more. My name is Kwaku. Subscribe. We are at 1,300 subscribers now. We're getting there. We're getting up. Stay tuned for more.